So I'm a West Indian girl who went to her first Nigerian wedding. This video is for all my first time guests. You gonna learn what not to do, what to do, and what to expect for this phenomenal experience. Here's 10 things I wish I knew before. So you know that saying, go big or go home? That's pretty much the overall highlight theme here. Think red carpet, think black tie big. It's a flex. Remember that. It's customary to flex. So no worries about tuning down anything. In fact, don't you dare. So the women are all decked out in these custom, tailor-made, blinged like dresses. It's so beautiful. And honestly, if you ever had a dress custom made, if you've never had one made actually, you should absolutely do this. And if you have, you know the feeling of just being like, wow, like I had a hand in creating that. It's pretty awesome. It's an amazing experience to have. And then to get there and see all the different outfits that people created is from the Ashwabi fabric is really dope. Is this helpful thus far? Let me know by clicking the like button so that it lets the algorithm know too, hey, let's share this to other people because this information is absolutely needed. And then the guys' outfits are a little bit more uniform. They'll wear like adbara, which is kind of like an overall tunic, or they'll remove that tunic and just have the rest of this outfit. It's really beautiful to see because I know there was a time when African culture wasn't really celebrated in America. But to see the drastic change now, like people taking pride and like decking out their fits and like just fully representing is beautiful. And I'm just honestly happy that we've evolved to this space. And then for someone like me who discovered that, you know, my heritage is within Nigerian culture, 41% to be exact. To feel that deeper connection amongst the pride was really amazing too. So if you've never been to a Nigerian wedding, you got to go, yeah. Add it to your list. Number 2, so there's a traditional wedding and then there's a white wedding. Now at the traditional wedding, you're gonna wear traditional Yoruba fits. And at the white wedding, it really honestly depends on the bride and groom. They might have everybody wear what you'd wear to an American wedding, or it might be traditional. So make sure you read that invitation. So at the white wedding, you'll also notice more like American customary traditions, like the white dress, the ceremony, the cutting of the cake, the toss of the bouquet, flowers versus a fan, and the first dance. But at the white wedding that I went to, they actually fused some of the traditional aspects with the American aspects, and I loved it. More culture. This is what I'm talking about, the pride, just embracing it. It felt great to be there. Number 3, so for the wedding that I attended, this is the fabric, the Ashwabi fabric that the bride and groom selected for the younger people and the females. And then this was the fabric for the guys. And as you notice, they match and they go well together. So here's my dress that I created. Shout outs to my designer, Nicole. I'll tag her below. I gave her the inspo for the dress. She like took it, ran with it, created something really, really beautiful. But it was exciting to see the other creations that other people put together too. Again, this is like a form of your self-expression. So it's like all in your style, as big as you want to go, flex as much as you want to flex. Now the fabric is usually in Nigeria, so it's more convenient to get your outfit custom made, heads up. Bonus point, I highly, highly recommend wearing traditional wear. And if you don't have a custom made dress, that's okay. Just go with the color themes, add a gele, which is like an elaborate head wrap, and maybe like a fan to make it feel more cultural. But from what I've seen, most people will be in traditional wear. So if you choose to just go with the color theme and only wear a gown, which I did for one of the weddings, you'll be all of like 5% who did it. If you're okay with that, then go ahead and do it. Number 4. Now we already know that you need a gele, but how you gonna tie it? Girl, let YouTube University be your friend. I kid. You can definitely get it tied right at the wedding. There'll be lines for $20, $25. Bring your inspo. They tie it up. Takes like 5 minutes. You good. And whatever you do, do not order an auto gele. That's a pre-constructed gele that people say sometimes looks a little suspect. I'm just forewarning you. Save yourself some time and go get the gele professionally tied. And again, it's a flex. So let it be a beautiful expression of yourself, your style, who you are, and feel free to go big. Apparently there's no limit. You can't outshine the bride. But you know what? I understand not everyone's gonna be able to get their gele tied if, for example, you're doing it in another country where they don't have somebody who knows how to tie geles. It's probably gonna be convenient to have a good auto gele. So shout outs to my girl Jessica. She gave me a place that looks really good. I'll pop it on screen and I'm going to drop the link down in the description. You can get an auto gele there. It looks really good, honestly. So don't do it on Etsy. Go to this place. And then for the gele, I noticed that some people would have their hair all up. nothing exposed. Some people would have ponytails or they'd have a bun like me. I had a bun here in this. It's really just a matter again of what you want to do, what you feel comfortable in. Whoa, one thing you must not do is leave your hair down like this and put the gele over it. I was warned several times to not do that. It almost seemed like it was offensive. I don't know if that's the case, but it almost seemed like it was. So I would say just stay clear of that and do the buns, the ponytails, or put it all up. And also spend some time looking for the inspo that you want. Like, go big, because again, it's customary to flex. Number 5, come prepared to spray some money. So spraying is your way of showering the bride and groom with blessings. But I guess the next question is, how much should you spray? I guess whatever you would spend on a wedding gift. By the way, they can change the money for you at the wedding, so you don't have to worry about getting a bunch of ones before. I love how pre-planned this is. I just love how pre-planned it is. So the next day after the traditional wedding, I woke up in the morning, went to my purse, opened it up, and saw all these $1 bills. And then I got a flashback. Here's what happened. So here's the thing, there's different types of sprayers. You gotta figure out which one you are and then run with that. Shout outs to my friend Wale, he put me on. So hopefully I don't let him down and I do this right. So you can have the full stack with you of money and just be tossing it in the air. That's sprayer 1, all right? Or you can have the full stack of money and you can just place it on the person's shoulder. So that way, in the case of you're spraying someone who's not a bride or groom, probably best to do that, because once it falls on the ground, it's lost, it's done, forget it. It's not yours, it's no longer yours, okay? It belongs to them. Then apparently what more of the older people will do, and what I personally prefer to do, is keep the stack in your purse and just be, you know, a little like that. So again, you could toss it up or you could place it on the person. So decide which sprayer you want to be, and again, flex. Number 7. So back to the outshining the bride thing, I saw that viral post where everyone was upset about the girl who was outshining the Nigerian bride. Believe me when I say this, please, because I didn't believe it till I got to the wedding. There is no way you can outshine the bride. Reason being, they've got multiple outfit changes. They are highlighted throughout the entire event. And one of my friends did say that if you somehow manage to outshine the bride, then they didn't do their job. She said it, not me. Number 8, the music. So at the Yoruba weddings, they seem to mostly be playing Afrobeats, if they were playing it, from Yoruba artists. And then for the old school music, it's called Fuji. So I'm gonna drop a link in my description so you can get your dance practice on. By the way, I feel like I was in my head a little bit with the dancing. It's different when it's a style that you're not used to try it and you've never done it before. But I would say feel comfortable, because I don't think anybody's looking at you like that. Like, it's literally gonna be just you in your head. But if you wanna practice and see how other people are dancing, know that you don't need to know the latest viral moves. You don't. Go on TikTok, type in Nigerian wedding, and look at the people in the background to see how they're dancing, and you will notice they ain't doing them viral moves. They're just doing a little 2-step. If you want to keep it basic, follow my girl Joke right here. She was killing it. All right, a little 2-step, a little this right here. You good. Or you could do what Wale was doing. By the way, this man swears he can't dance. I ain't never seen no one who can't dance move like this. If he tells you that, just ignore him. But these moves, and you good. Apparently this is how a lot of the older fathers will dance, but like moves like this, you see, it's real chill. So you got this. You can absolutely do it. Number 9, how to greet your elders. So again, Wally put me onto this. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. So you're gonna call all of the women mom and auntie, okay? Mom and auntie. I know it feels very different if you're American, for example, because we usually only call our moms mom, or someone who's been like a mom to us, but it's very customary. And then you're also gonna prostrate. I don't know the move that the guys do. If I get a video, I'll pop it in here. But for the girls, I'm gonna try to show you without butchering it.
Ma, you don't need to go down.
Now, whatever you do not prostrate to the younger people. They're gonna look at you and laugh. Just say hey, the way you say hi, nice to meet you, whatever, normally in your life, and you good. And number 10, come prepared to eat. So apparently I learned this after the wedding. It's actually like offensive. Nigerian etiquette dictates that no wedding guest should leave hungry. And my friends didn't mention this to me, but I guess it's because they knew I'd like to eat anyways. So there was no way I was leaving that wedding hungry. Look at this as your opportunity to try all the Nigerian food you've never tried. This is a 101 for you. Ask the questions that you want to ask. The beautiful thing is, like, what my experience was, Nigerian people really love their culture. And so if you're inquisitive, they're going to be down to share everything that they know. So feel free to ask around. Now, if you want to know where to stay when you get to Houston, aka Little Nigeria, watch my next video to check out this beautiful Airbnb that I stayed in. It's so conveniently located near everything. NRG Stadium, the Galleria, and it's near the Texas Medical Center, which once you look that up, you'll realize that's near a ton of things. Click this video, save yourself the time of the research. If you got extra information, go ahead and drop that in the comments. I do not mind. Sharing is caring in this community, and I also don't mind being corrected.